Okay, and welcome to Encounters in Ecto. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Denise, what's going on?
Just chilling out now. I think everybody
I
is.
know, it's like everybody can kind of breathe again.
Yeah. Yep.
It's good now.
So we got some good stuff to discuss tonight, so...
Oh, yes. Tonight we're basically going to be talking about some of the most famous cover-ups as far as UFOs, aliens, and what's going on now that I think is cover-ups, even past cover-ups of cover-ups.
Yeah, they keep covering up the cover-ups. Yeah, exactly. They're good at it.
Our government is very good at it, and then there's rumors that the cover-ups are cover-ups of something else.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yep. It's crazy stuff out there. So, what do you got to start us out with?
Well, first I want to get out some information. The guy from Blink 182, Tom DeLong, he is right now contracted for people who don't know who he is, he's just like a recent UFO researcher who just he's always been into it, but he really got into it, and he started knocking on, did old-fashioned knocking on doors, recruiting people, and he really uncovers crazy stuff as far as, the UFOs, alien front goes. Well, he just recently got contracted through the Army, which is brilliant on our government's part. If you think about this for a second, what happens when you're contracted in the military stuff?
Oh, please. You better shut your mouth.
Exactly. They're going to put a muzzle on him is what they're going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not sure I don't know if he did this voluntarily or if it was something that he wanted to do. I know that he's been trying to get, more information and things like that, which is great.
Right.
He wants to do this to get the information out there, but at the same time, he's not going to be able to get the information out there if they're putting a muzzle on him by saying, look, you cannot go to the public with this.
Right.
So that's kind of disturbing to me. It kind of makes me mad because there was a show that he did basically uncovered an incident that happened with the U.S. Navy where this unidentified flying object was caught on tape.
Yes.
And all this stuff. I mean, this thing was moving sideways, up and down so fast that there's nothing that we have that can even compare to this.
No.
And when it was finally released into the public, people are like, what the hell is going on with this? And then come to find out they went to great lengths to cover this up.
Yeah.
Even getting rid of sonar data. Everything.
Wow.
They got rid of it. And now they're saying that in the same places, these great big spherical shapes are dropping like what they're calling eggs almost.
Yeah.
Like dropping eggs.
Like pods. Yeah.
Yeah, like these little pods. And he discovered all this, and he's discovered way more, and now he's contracted through the Army.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a good thing or not. I hope it is.
Well, and I'm not sure if it was voluntary.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're making it sound like it's this great thing. Oh, he's contracted with the Army, and now they're going to put forth these two teams to investigate, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, that just doesn't sound right, because this is a guy who wanted to kick down doors so everybody knew about this.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's with this military organization, the Army,
Yeah.
Which, now with it being military, and if he signed anything, he's contracted to be quiet.
Yeah, now he is, yeah.
Yeah. So that's something that's going on. So these are covers that are still happening.
Right.
Oh, well, this happened in the 1800s or 1940s. No, this stuff has been happening all throughout.
Yeah, this is nothing new.
Our government does not want you to know about these things. They don't want you to
no, of
know
course
what
not.
they are, where they come from. They don't want you to know any of it. So.
Wow.
So they found a way to keep him under wraps, and even if they're not putting a muzzle on him, they're keeping him close.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Now, anything he knows, they know. And then they can turn around and figure out a way to cover it up, or to say, oh, no, that's not what that is. That was this. Do you know what I mean? So any information that he gets, he has to tell them now. So I don't think it was such a bright move to but like I said, it may not have been voluntary.
That's very true. Very true.
They may have said, well, you're not getting any more information unless you contract with us, whether he did it or whatever, you know, so I don't know. I'm not too happy that
no,
just took place.
I don't, it doesn't sound like any...
It's the first time in a very long time that we've had solid proof, and it was because of him.
Right.
That we have this, that it was released to us, and then all of a sudden it's like, now they've kind of reined him in.
Yeah, I wonder if it was. It doesn't seem like that's something he would do, you know, unless there were stipulations. I don't know.
Yeah,
that kind of...
It seems a little shady to me.
Yeah,
like,
I think so too.
Yeah. Why would the thing that he worked so hard for, would he just decide has to be teamed up with the military? It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
So, I don't know. But, you know, but you look at the cover-ups of our history, it's like it goes way beyond Roswell. People can... Roswell was it's like it goes way beyond. And let me tell you why it goes beyond. I mean, not only does it go back, I mean, some people could trace it back to like the late 1700s. People seeing stuff. You know, like having it on the books that, you know, a mysterious thing in the sky. But the most notable for me, where it starts with our government, is in the 1930s. Now, this is in Germany.
Uh-huh.
In the 1930s, before, you know, Hitler lost his mind and all that, you know, craziness that went on over there, there was a story that a UFO crash landed in Germany. You'll find the story very familiar.
Yes.
That a UFO crashed in Germany, and these beings were taken out of it. Germany got its technology and all this stuff, and they were able to build a flying saucer, which is actual film of this reverse propulsion UFO thing that Germany had in the late 30s.
Right.
There's actual film of this thing. People are saying, oh, it's doctored, but then other people can't find proof of it being doctored.
Right, exactly.
World War II happens, Hitler's a maniac, whatever, you know, all this craziness happens over there, and the war ends. Well, if people don't understand what happened when the war ended, a lot of people paid for their crimes, which they should have, but the scientists that were building all this technology and putting all this technology into place in Germany, they weren't hung, they weren't shot, quartered, whatever, for their crimes.
Right.
They were basically kidnapped and brought to the United States. But that's not what they called it. They called it offering them asylum.
Right.
In return for their knowledge.
Right.
So these German scientists were basically drugged to the United States. People had no idea the atrocities these people did. It was just insane. But they were brought here. These maniacs were brought here.
Yep.
And given asylum for their knowledge. So you think about this. Right after World War II, you know, what happened in Roswell?
Oh, well, of course Of course, we all know what happened in Roswell. That's the biggest...
Exactly. So, but I find it funny that after we offered asylum to these scientists and these people that worked for Hitler, to heighten their technology and things like that, which they were brought everywhere. They were brought to Plum Island to study diseases, and because one of the things in Germany they were doing was germ warfare.
Oh yeah.
And learning how to infect ticks, which everybody knows Lyme disease came from Plum Island. It's not a secret.
Oh yeah, no.
So, all those weird things were floating up and all that stuff in the ocean. But a German scientist from that worked under Hitler is a person who basically led a lot of people in Plum Island. So, so that's just one of the things. And then you have all this technology and all this stuff that was brought here, which they were so far advanced from us, it was just insane. Their tanks, their cars,
yep,
their everything their planes were so much more advanced than ours.
Oh, it kind of always had been back then. And,
it was like we were still doing propellers, basically like the Flintstones,
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So a lot rode on us winning that war. It wasn't just the atrocities.
No.
It was horrible.
Yes.
That was more than enough reasons, but there was a lot more than that.
Right.
Because we needed that technology. And like I said, the cover-up here is the fact that people are saying that the story that happened in Roswell, 10 years prior was the story in Germany.
That's what I heard. I mean, we kind of discussed this a little before.
That's what I heard. Yeah. And like I said, there's pretty solid proof on anything. Everything's waiting because all these people are dead now.
Yeah, we're not going to know. And we don't know for sure.
There's nobody alive that can actually tell you, that's absolutely happened.
Yep.
We're going by what's written, what people have passed on through generations. We're going by... I don't go by history books because they're all a bunch of BS, but I go on by what people have written down from families and things like that. And, in public knowledge. So it's just it's amazing to me how much has been covered up. Just in the last 100 years.
Oh yeah.
Just in the last 100 years, the stuff that has been covered up. And then, of course, we jump to the biggest cover-up of all, which you and I have discussed this in great detail sometime. CERN.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people, which I'm one of them, believe that the aliens and UFOs that we are seeing is not from an outer space type deal. I believe it's interdimensions.
Right, exactly.
These are beings from other dimensions, and that there's something being open to let them in and out.
Oh yeah, because they can't find anything anywhere. I mean, where do they go? All of a sudden, boom, they're gone. They have to be going somewhere. There's never any.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like they go through a portal. They're gone.
Which my personal opinion, this is like I said, and this is not based on fact, it's just my personal opinion. I'm just where I've pinpointed things and where I see the most disappearances of people and things like that. I believe that most of these portals are in our state parks.
Oh yeah,
parks.
Definitely.
Because the reason I say this for people who don't know, who haven't listened to our show, because number one, a lot of people disappear.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed,
from national parks. A lot of people. And not only do they disappear, there's really no jurisdiction in these parks.
No, they don't keep a log or
investigated. Yeah. It's almost like, that happens a lot around here.
Yeah, exactly.
And most of the parks are usually by large bodies of water, by wilderness, things like that. And there's constantly lights being seen at these parks, and weird things happen, and weird people are seeing weird things they're seeing, and people disappear. A lot of people.
Oh, thousands And these are not recorded. They don't record the missing people in these national parks. They couldn't tell you. They have no record of it, and I don't know why they don't keep that.
I don't know. Well, it's because they know that, like I said, this is just my opinion. I think, I've always thought this. I have never once ever thought the aliens come from outer space. I have never thought that.
No,
when I was a kid, it didn't make sense.
Right, exactly.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah, that's...
It's got to be interdimensionary. It's got to be like beings from other dimensions. It
right.
has to be.
Oh, yeah.
Or is it like a parallel type thing? I don't know. Is it from the future, the past? I have no clue, but I do know that it seems to me, the national parks seem to be the hot spots.
Yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are. 1,600 people went missing from our public lands without a trace. I did a thing on that, if you remember.
Yes, I do.
The missing 411. It's crazy. 1,600 people. Now, this is just what we know. This is in our national forests.
And these are just the people that have been reported missing.
Yeah, never mind. They're thinking way up there that have not been. But you're talking like the Rio Grande National Forest. That's 1.8 million acres. There's portals, and most of them are found like by rock and cave formations. But it's crazy. And this is just, and they find them days, some of these people, these are people still missing, by the way, but some that have gone missing have turned back up, but they're way beyond where they should have even been. They have no recollection of where they are, where they've been, or anything. So
they don't know what day it is. They don't know what time it is.
Nope.
They're like totally confused, just blacked out. Like they just somebody just took them, zapped them, and zapped them back somewhere else.
Yep. It's just.
So I just find it odd to me. This is just me. Like, I don't know about you, but have you noticed? I'm not saying the national parks aren't beautiful, because they are. But there is better land out there to be had.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Some of it, yes.
Some of the national parks are just ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are. I agree.
Like 30 miles down the road, and like the locals be like, "Oh, there's better," but down here, such and such. You go there, and it's like it's way better. So it's like, why have we chosen these specific locations?
Right.
For the national parks.
Yeah.
Why have we done this? Why have the state and the county, city, state, the national parks especially? Mm-hmm. Why were these locations chosen? And why in these national parks is there so many acreage that is off limits to anybody?
Yeah, there is. It's and you don't
not even the people who work in these parks.
Yeah,
are allowed to
you can't, and you can't get a straight answer from them either. They just basically do what they're told, but they have no clue why. They really don't.
They just know it was roped off in 19 whatever, and nobody's been allowed back there since.
Yep.
So think about that. Even the rangers aren't allowed back there.
Nope.
And they have motion sensors, so if you try to go back there,
you're
going to be arrested.
Yep.
Or you step any further.
Yep, it's crazy.
Some people have gone beyond the barriers and had weird helicopters.
Oh, yeah.
Show up and tell them to turn back or be arrested.
Yep. If you're interested in that, there's a book on it. There's a video on it, The Missing 411. It's crazy. There's so many cold cases out there. It's insane. Yeah.
It is absolutely nuts. The the people that have disappeared from these parks.
Yeah.
People go, family members, people that got in there, like, don't think if you go in there with a great group of people, you can't disappear.
What's with the Grand Canyon? What's with these people falling off of it? How could you fall off of it?
Yeah, some of those people just jump too.
Yeah, it's just
like I think they purposely went there just to.
It's possible. Yeah, maybe they're hearing things too. Here's an interesting take on that. Could America's 59 national parks be a cover-up for covert government operations surrounding missing persons? Interesting.
Yeah.
Excuse me. In the year 2017, there were 650,000 missing people in the U.S. alone. But the sinister part about this fact is that these victims are not documented on a federal database, and the media was silent. Why?
Exactly. You know, that's another thing. Like, you know, even on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, you go, you know, Facebook always has missing people, missing
Yes.
kids. But Facebook, even Facebook itself, there's no stories like, hey, this guy's been missing from whatever national park since
Right.
1970. Nothing.
Right.
It's like they went missing and they're forgotten.
Right. Or what's happening
Not
is
even the families just a lot of the families just kind of stop. It's like, who's threatening them?
And how they're getting these numbers and information is from the victims' families, the private investigators they hire.
Yeah, but like the victims' families can't even put stories. That's what I'm saying. Like they were
Right.
putting up flyers, but it's like it's almost like any stories that they try to put out there, like on
Right.
the internet, just gone.
Yep. The U.S. and Canada have the largest number of missing persons. It's crazy. Yosemite National Park has the largest group of missing people. So where have they gone? They have no idea. They're basically cold cases at this point. Since there are no consequences, no federal databases of missing persons who have disappeared, mind you, on federal land. That's federal land. They have no records. That's insane.
Yeah.
And that's the disturbing part of it. It's federal land, and there's no federal database for these missing people.
Yeah. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And and like I said, this is where I'm really starting to think like these people are coming from other dimension type things.
Right. That is what Paul Dees, who wrote The Missing 411, is saying, that there's something going on for sure, and we don't hear about it. So.
Right. And also, I think that a lot of these, I mean, and this is going into another type of cover-up, which is like the cryptozoology stuff.
Right.
Where you see like these weird-ass creatures
Mm-hmm.
in all these places, and I think they're coming from our national lands, and they're like spreading out.
Oh, I agree, especially like those...
it's like I said, people can laugh all they want to.
Yeah,
And a lot of people do. They will laugh at this and that. But the fact remains, there has been too many people
right.
that have seen
agreed.
weird stuff.
Oh, look at the pale...
Whether it be a Bigfoot or a skunk ape or chupacabra, chupacabra, or whatever it is. People have seen these things.
What about those creepy pale skinwalkers? Oh my God! I mean, I think
you talking about those big things?
The white things that crawl close to the ground, they're pale skinwalkers. They're kind of whitish.
Oh, yeah.
Those are creepy. Now, you can't tell me they didn't come from somewhere else, because I have never, normally you don't see that, but you will see them. So where did they go? I think they'd stand out pretty much. They're, crazy. And they're saying legends and stories looming from Indian and tribal elders warn against being alone in the woods, as beings from other dimensions were lurking in open portholes into a time and space unlike what the average human could comprehend. Yeah.
Right.
Could this be associated with alien technologies working with our government in secret and using humans and animals to experiment on? Just food for thought there. Maybe the government's in on it.
There's another thing right there, too.
Yep.
Well, what if it's not for experiment? What if it's for food? You know? We don't know.
No.
Or what if it's like an exchange program type thing?
Basically, that's what they're saying.
So like you have this person, and you would think, though, that they would be able to get volunteers to do this. Why do they need to kidnap people? This is what I don't understand.
I don't know.
And people, I understand, people are going to go missing because a freaking bear ate them.
Yeah.
Or they starved to death somewhere or died of dehydration because they were too stupid to bring some water.
Right. Yes, that happens.
And I do get that. Not every single one of these disappearances are because
but a lot of them, but a lot of them are.
Exactly. There are people that were so experienced and they're like, there's nothing left of them, like nothing.
Nope.
That bone, backpack, nothing. Just
nope.
Gone.
It's all gone. All gone. He noticed that, actually, that David Paulides, he's the author of that, The Missing 411. He's a retired police detective. So he noticed a pattern. Yeah. He noticed a pattern going on of a startling number of children gone missing from national parks. He noticed odd similarities. He noticed a emerging pattern. Missing persons were clustered around bodies of water, usually within a 150-mile range. He also noticed that if some of the missing persons were found alive, they had complete memory loss of time and place. If they were found dead, the cause of their deaths went undetermined. And they sometimes were found in an area totally unrelated to where they went missing from.
I think that one guy was found like 2 towns over.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sure nobody saw him. He didn't try to get contact with anybody. Are you serious? And some of them were found in the most remote areas where it's too difficult to reach by foot. So how'd they get there?
Right.
And people are often, here's an example, a little boy whose body was found. He was lying on a fallen tree trunk, okay? This tree was lying across the trail searchers had taken for days before his body appeared there. They're missing clothes and shoes, and dogs are strangely unable to pick up the scent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like no tracks around.
Nope.
There's
Nope.
Like they were rocked in the sky.
Yep. Exactly. So, an investigative detective working on these missing persons cases. He has filed many requests for various cases and did not receive much help. The Yosemite National Park Service gave him an obtuse reply. And he filed a request with the Park Service asking for a list of people. And the people replied, "We keep no such lists." Oh, great. Okay. Is that like negligence? Come on now. It's crazy.
The national parks is caution people because there's some weird things going on there, and it's being covered up.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that's one reason not to ever visit a national park. I don't know. It's a pretty good reason for me. The Smoky Mountain mysteries. These are all unsolved.
Yeah.
3 unsolved mysteries have haunted the Great Smoky Mountains for over 4 decades. The San Bernardino National Forest. What's another one? The Siskiyou Mountains.
There's so many of them out there. It's always like these wooded areas, areas around water.
Right, yes.
Water is like the key
yes,
for a lot.
That's what he noticed, is that there's always a body of water around. So there you go, bodies of water. At least within 150 miles of any type of water they go missing from. So Yes, that is a key there.
You know, so you have all these factors, you have all these things that are still being covered up. There were lights recently, like just this long line of lights.
Yeah.
That we're seeing, where was it, Canada?
Yeah, I think that was Canada.
Yeah. Well, these long lines of light, and they're trying to say, oh, those must have been satellites.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that.
Satellites that disappeared. Oh, no.
Yeah.
And those are the same type of lights that I seen last August with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
It was late. Just except for instead of up and down, it was like almost like at a diagonal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It was satellites. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see. You have also the Arapaho National Forest inside the Rocky Mountains. These are places don't go. The Adirondack Mountains disappeared.
I'll tell you what, I rode through there. No, that
it looks creepy.
That is the only place that actually has ever creeped me the hell out.
The Adirondack Mountains.
Through there.
Ooh.
Yes. When I drove through there, I have been all over this country. The Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
I have been everywhere, and for some reason, those mountains freaked me out.
Yeah, I wouldn't go through there.
Well, I locked my doors while I was driving through there.
Wow.
And I started driving through there during the day and ended up there in the night. I actually stopped and went to a hotel because I did not want to, for some reason, I did not want to be on that highway.
Wow, now I know why. There you go.
Freaked me out. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Need I say more? No. But yeah, so beware. I mean, it's totally, talk about a cover-up. Are you kidding me? So, is the government working with the aliens? They have an agreement with them? Hard to tell. Hard telling.
But yeah, that was just weird because it's in the northeastern part of New York where those are.
Yes,
and
yes.
I'm telling you, for some reason, I don't know what the hell it was, but there was just something that just eerie feeling came over me.
Well, there you go. I'll never go there now.
Just like eerie,
Mm-hmm.
like I was like something was watching. You know, like almost like the trees were alive.
Ooh, creepy.
It was the weirdest thing I have ever felt, and I'm not even joking.
I believe you.
It was just,
totally.
I had to stop. Even though I didn't even want to get out of my car, but I had to stop and get a hotel because I did not even want to drive. Because during the day it was bad enough,
Yeah.
But at night I kept like envisioning things jumping out in front of my car, and it was like I couldn't take it anymore. So I had to stop, and it wasn't like a match. I'm a seasoned traveler, so
Yes, you are.
it was a mystery.
Yes, you are.
But for some reason, that those mountains, creepy.
Well, good thing you probably stopped
Creepy.
during the night. So good for you. What do you think about this guy, Chris Mellon? He's the Area 51 whistleblower on U.S. government military sightings. He's saying there is a UFO cover-up.
Well, of course there is.
Yeah.
And it's like there's so many insiders, especially people that have worked with Tom DeLonge, and it's like they have blown this out of the water.
And he is part of the To the Stars Academy, the UFO research group formed by Blink-182 singer Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that show with him too.
Yeah, he's teamed up with them now. So,
he couldn't say anything that was against national security or anything like that. But he basically in no bounds, and he said, yeah, there are UFOs.
Yep.
But he doesn't think they're at Area 51.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that's like the playground for our stuff.
Right.
He talked about that one in Utah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that new one, supposedly new one. Yes. Yep.
So, and it's like they said, if these things actually do have this kind of technology, we don't stand a chance.
No, we have no, not at all. Not at all.
We have like zero chance
Yeah.
of any kind of defense.
No.
We don't have, and well, I'm not going to say we don't have anything, because I'm sure we have a lot of things that we don't know about.
This is true, but I don't know about fighting UFOs.
I mean, because they're claiming that like we have like the military had the internet like what we have now in the 1950s. So imagine that. If they had this technology, then what do they have now?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
And it's like I told people, anything that they allow us to know that they have, they're actually 20 years beyond that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And there's people out there, oh, no, the military is not that far advanced. A bull.
Yep.
If you believe that, you are naive as crap.
Yep. There was an incident. Yeah. There was an incident. It's called the Westfall UFO incident. This all started back in '66 in Melbourne, Australia. 200 elementary and high school students, staff and residents, mind you, witnessed what they described as a silver flying object that touched down in a nearby field. It eventually took off and pursued a course northwest. The mass of witnesses gave some disturbing credence to the story. Okay, the local paper ran it in front page news for 2 weeks. To this day, these eyewitnesses swear they were told not to speak to the press or anyone about this. The local police force, military, and Air Force were all called in and removed any evidence by raising to the ground of the landing site. They raised it to the ground. Science in Defiance, a science teacher, detailed his account in the local paper. So, but they were told by everybody, do not speak of this to anyone. Hush, hush.
Oh yeah, you look at Roswell. It was 47. You had these people that were all like, oh yeah, this happened. Then it's like 2 days later, they were basically, it was like a hush, there was like a wall over the town. Nobody would talk about it. And the one person who did was that DJ, and he almost had his house burned down.
Yeah, that was insane.
And then the very next day, there was hush hush, nobody talked at all.
Yeah, no, not a word from anybody. Nothing.
People were being threatened.
Yes, years later, some of the people who were still alive did speak out on that, and they were threatened. So.
Yeah, they claim, again, the men in black people.
Yeah. Yep.
That it was these tall guys in these dark suits.
Yep.
That came to the door and just basically told them, like, okay, you're done with this.
Yep.
And they would do stuff like, hey, I'd sure hate to see something happen to your daughter. That would be a terrible thing.
Wouldn't that be a shame? Yeah. Well, look what happened to Jesse Ventura.
Oh, yeah. They just shut his ass down.
Oh, big time. Conspiracy theories. Yeah, they shut him down.
It was that last one that he did where he showed the locations of all these places that had. They were basically holding stations for the immigrants, but we didn't know that at the time. And he showed all these locations on his show. Well, after that, boom, he was shut down.
Yeah, you didn't hear from him.
I don't think it was because of that, but I don't think it was because of that. I think it was something else.
Oh, I'm sure there was a list. If you notice, we haven't heard anything from him. Nothing.
No, once in a while he does like a podcast.
Yeah, but nothing.
Once in a while he makes an appearance on a show. But, he doesn't,
But nothing like he was, that is for sure.
No.
What about, no. What about that battle for L.A.? This happened in February of 1942 in L.A. Everybody's seen invasion films involving the American Air Force and all-out war in the sky, with an extraterrestrial menace aren't necessarily plucked out of thin air. From February 24th to the 25th, 1942, LA had its very own air raid battle in the skies. Let's see, this was 3 months after the U.S. entered World War II, and of course there was fear and tension with the Japanese. And the U.S. military issued a citywide blackout on the night of the 24th. You gotta love this. This is great. At 3:16 a.m., the Coastal Artillery Brigade began firing over 1,200 shells, what the government later, I might add, called a lost hot air balloon. Another hot air balloon thing going on.
I mean, how many... That gets so old.
They used it again later, of course. The press quickly latched onto the story. There was supposedly these UFOs in the sky, cluster of them, and they began firing on them. That's not cool. Of course, the press ran rampant on conspiracy theories. And this one has never died away. They swear these were UFOs that they were firing upon 1,200 shells. Do you know what that would do to a hot air balloon? It wouldn't even be there. It would totally...
There wouldn't be a hot air balloon left even to...
There wouldn't even... Yeah. Of course, they later said it was a lost hot air balloon. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so... There you go. Interesting stuff. These are some of your biggest cover-ups that they're talking about. It's insane. France has had its number. Tehran. Crazy. Canary Islands. 76 was supposed to be a banner year for UFO sightings. Huh.
Running our bicentennial. It's kind of wild.
Yeah. Air Force pilots experienced a near-fatal encounter with UFOs in the sky. The Canary Islands were the site of a mass sighting that lasted well over 40 minutes. It was 9:30. The Spanish Navy reported seeing a bright aircraft with no radar signature. It emitted a yellow halo of light and separated into two crafts. Ooh. Hundreds of civilians reported seeing the aircraft. It had kind of like a transparent body. The official explanation, of course, is a missile test.
Oh, of course.
But the Aussie...
I love how the official statement always comes a couple days later.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
It's like, you would think like right away they're like, oh, no, that was us because of this, you know?
Yeah, days later, here they come up with their stories, but supposedly, you're going to tell me that was a test missile that split itself into two separate entities. I think not. And of course, we all know about the Phoenix Lights.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Actually, the Phoenix Lights, I can actually believe more that it was weather balloons than a lot of other things. Only because I've seen the footage, and it does kind of resemble what I've seen. But the only thing about the Phoenix Lights that bothers me...
What?
...is how the lights go out and come back on.
Yeah.
Weather balloons don't do that.
Well, the governor supposedly saw it too, so...
A lot of people saw them, and then nobody knew what the hell they were. Like,
Yeah.
There's a weather balloon.
It's a big-ass weather balloon because it was 2 football fields long, so that was a big balloon if that's what it was, but that's the biggest one back then.
It was several lights,
Yeah.
But there is no reason to have that many weather balloons.
Yeah. Yep, here we go. Crazy. So, how much, how much more is there that they're not telling? They had the declassified thing about the UFO documents.
Yeah.
But we all know that they picked out what they wanted us to see. Come on, we're not stupid. They think we are. I mean, seriously. Of course, they, pick things that they would allow to be seen. How much more is there that we don't know?
Well, exactly, and it's not just that. It's like what people do know, they silence them, or they make them feel silly, or stupid.
Yeah.
And then that's their biggest MO, is they like to make fun of things.
Yes. Yeah.
They try to make the accusers, those people, to the point where they don't want to come forward because the public themselves make people look stupid.
Yeah, because the government made them look stupid to begin with. Yep.
Exactly. So it's like, oh yeah, the little green man.
Yep.
All these things that it's like people don't get that this is going on.
Yeah.
And it's like you're being conditioned to make fun of these things when let's use the chemtrails.
Yep.
Oh yeah, get your tinfoil hat, chemtrails, blah 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 blah. And it's like, what happened? The Air Force came out a few years ago and said, oh yeah, by the way.
Yeah.
We have been doing this.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, so now we have the government actually saying that they did these chemtrails, and for years, and I've seen it myself. I don't know what the purpose was that day. I don't know what it was, but I have seen this myself.
Yeah.
I was watching these storms rolling in. This was in the Oklahoma Panhandle, and out of nowhere, I say, these were not commercial airplanes. I seen these jets come, and they start making, and I'm talking like 8 to 10 of them, just poof, 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 across the sky. They almost made like a tic-tac-toe type pattern, in the sky.
Yeah.
And,
ooh.
And then the people say, oh, well, there's compensation. But what's funny is I had seen another jet, which was a commercial airliner, but its trail behind disappeared within seconds.
Uh-huh.
But these other planes, those trails stayed.
Oh.
And as I'm watching the storm come, it was like these things start, how they kind of just keep, they kind of expand and float. As these clouds hit this pattern, the clouds just dissipated. Disappeared.
Wow.
You're like, oh, well, storms do that. And that's true. I have seen storms do that, but it does not happen that fast.
No.
It was like things hit an invisible wall.
Ooh.
And they hit these chemicals. And I don't know what the purpose of this was.
Wow.
I don't know. But it was the weirdest thing. And I actually had pictures of it where you could see, it was literally like these patterns that went across the sky and some went down. It was almost like a tic-tac-toe type pattern.
Yeah. Wow.
And I watched these, and I know what people talk. I have seen storms dissipate, but it's like they slowly fizzle out.
Wow.
These storms go full on, like a damn freight train coming at you, and it's like they hit these things, and it's just gone.
Wow. Maybe they saved you from a tornado. Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know what the heck it was, but it was, like I said, it was just the weirdest thing. I don't know if it was some kind of experimental deal. I don't know.
Wow. What do you think about new Area 51? The Utah, they call it Dugway.
Yeah.
Now, this guy went there. He was a doctor, but he quit his job, and he became, basically a journalist-type person. It's home to 1,400 residents. There are an estimated 300 miles. Now, this place is in the middle of freaking nowhere. Seriously, in the middle of nowhere. Supposedly...
And people don't travel in and out of there like they do Area 51.
No. They live there.
Area 51 get to travel daily or weekly. The people at this place in Utah, sometimes they'll come out for 3 months or back.
They have a separate area for residents. A separate area. They live there. They have a high school there. So the people they hire and their families live there. Okay. They say the government secret programs are hiding ET technology. that could liberate us from our fossil fuel-based dependency. So they thought they would stop in and see what was going on. It's like the inhospitable, windswept Pony Express Road lies in the middle of nowhere. They have gates, and he showed his Utah State Legislature press credentials, but they were told to check in with security to get permission for a tour. While they were waiting, they watched a group of men wearing bulletproof vests with handguns enter in their Ford Excursions. Okay. They appeared to be Army Special Forces. After a 30-minute wait, they were denied access. He had an unpaid parking ticket. That was their excuse. Yeah. And they were escorted out by police to the vehicle and escorted to the gate. What they're saying, the main mission of Dugway is to test biological and chemical weapons. Now, why would you have civilians in there then? Number one, okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it's for.
No, well, I don't think so either. Obviously, why did these Ford Excursions come in? Of course, they're black Ford Excursions. Come in bulletproof vests. They got handguns. Are all decked out.
Well, and like the people on the inside, I would love to know. Is it like a controlled situation? Like, do they have internet? Like, can they see the things that we see on Facebook and stuff like that?
I doubt it.
Are they being totally segregated?
I think so.
From the world. Like, is this like an experiment?
It has its own elementary school, high school, and Subway restaurant.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, is it something
I don't know.
Where these people have access to the outside, or are they being... Or like the kids there and the people that are there, how long, and that's another thing, how long have they been there?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
If they have all these things where there's actually elementary schools and high schools and things like that, how long have these people actually been there? We just recently found out about this place, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't been around.
Right, exactly.
So my question is, are these people that are there, do they actually have the same reality as we have out here? Or do they only have the reality that's put forth to them? Yeah, that's the question. However, they're hiring for all sorts of positions, so go for it. Maybe we'll find out. But the place is divided into two separate parts. The Army, of course, operates the northern portion, which houses most of the residents. The southeast portion is run by the Air Force. Of course, this portion isn't mentioned on the website. Of course not. They have a runway long enough to land an aircraft the size of the space shuttle. This area has been, that portion, the Air Force portion, has been developed and expanded since 2004 with total increased security buildup. Let's see, I'm trying to... That's what I mean, though. It's like, do these people, so this place has been there since 2004.
Yeah. Well, no, they've been in... No! This place has been in existence since... I want to say in the 40s.
Okay, so we have these people there.
Yeah.
Are these people aware, since it's out in the middle of nowhere?
I don't know.
Are they aware of the outside world? Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, are they part of social media? Are they... Yeah.
I would say...
Do they order stuff through Amazon? Do they...
I would say no. Not unless it's approved, I would think.
Are they only being told of a reality? Like, they can... If you think about it, like, okay, like, you look at the movie... The Village.
Yeah.
You know what it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about that movie, where these kids were born in this place and they told them this BS story, and they believed it?
Yeah, well, they didn't know any better.
Because they had no reason not to. So you think about it, these kids were born out here in the middle of nowhere. They could literally tell them, okay, well, there was an apocalypse, and we're the only ones left.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, even if they were allowed outside, what are they going to see? Nothing. It's in the middle of freaking nowhere.
You can't fly over the place, so they're not going to see anything there.
Yep.
So, you know, it kind of reminds me of that movie Divergent, you know, where they have those people that are making up things like there's nothing left, and all of a sudden they find this invisible freaking city.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a doctor, Dr. Stephen M. Greer, is a leading ufologist. He gave up $400,000 a year to do this. Anyway, they say the U.S. secret, the Black Box program, they have been working in conjunction with Lockheed Martin to reverse engineer the alien technology. So, interesting. So they could have been working on this, you know, all along, this type of thing.
Lockheed. You know our government already has that kind of stuff.
Sure.
There's no way they don't.
Oh, yeah.
They've got cloning capabilities. They've got deflector capabilities. You know they've got all this stuff.
Yep.
There's no doubt in my mind.
They have evidence that one of Lockheed Martin's former CEO, Dr. Ben Rich, admitted on his deathbed that for years he had been working with a secret military operation developing anti-gravity technology and flying saucers powerful enough to take E.T. home. So,
I believe it.
Yeah. So is this basically a Pandora box that, you know, is being opened here? We're going to more questions than answers as usual. People have come forward and they backed both doctors' claims. Crazy stuff.
Yeah. So you've got all this. You've got scientists. You've got regular people. You have doctors. All these people that have admitted to help in cover-up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was on his deathbed, so he figured he had nothing to lose at that point. So,
right.
You know, this engineer at Lockheed said, indeed, earlier scientists confiscated an aircraft that crash landed in Roswell and reverse engineered the technology. So they've already done it. So,
well, of course,
yeah.
If you think it's like they're told people, like, remember that whole Dolly the sheep thing, and people like, oh my God, now they can clone humans. If you think for 1 second they haven't already.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They've done it.
Yeah.
They have been there, done that.
This is crazy, too. Edgar Mitchell, he was the former chief of intelligence for the Joint Chief of Staff. He requested a briefing on the secret UFO programs that were in place. This guy was totally denied on based on a need-to-know basis. He was ticked. This guy was chief of intelligence for the Joint Chief of Staff, and he was denied any info. It's on a need-to-know basis. And he went on CNN in 2008 and said that he was indeed told, sorry, Admiral, but you don't have the need to know. Goodbye. Can you imagine?
That would be so crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Need to know basis, and you don't need to know. Okay.
Exactly.
So this,
that's insane to be a freaking admiral being told, nope, sorry.
Yeah, you don't need to know. Bye. Wow.
But then you have this other spectrum of people. There's a small group out that are like, okay, there's no aliens at all.
Right.
The conspiracy is the conspiracy of aliens that the government made up.
Right.
So you would not know what they're doing.
Sure.
So we've got that whole other theory.
Oh yeah.
People claiming no, there's no such thing as aliens or dimensional portals. There's nothing like that. This is all made up stories. to distract from what they're really doing. The more stories that are out there about aliens, the more they like it, because then they can get away with a lot more. Now, what do you think about that?
I think maybe in some circumstances they make up a story to cover something up. Absolutely. All of it? No. No. I think in certain situations they lie about it. Sure they do. Why not? They lie about everything else, so why not? Yeah, I think in certain circumstances, yes, they do. Yes. I don't think it's always. No. No, I don't. Absolutely not. I think it's less than what you think. I just think in certain circumstances, yeah, they're going to make something up. They always have. They always have.
Have you heard the new explanation of Roswell?
No. I probably have.
The government claiming that there were dummies inside, and that's what people saw. Now they're claiming it wasn't a weather balloon at all.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I believe that. No.
This came out a few years ago. The government said, okay, now it wasn't a weather balloon. It was actually one of our, it was almost like a drone type thing.
Uh-huh.
And they had dummies inside.
Oh, like the nuclear thing where they had that? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Let me see if I can find that story. I read the other day. I was like, oh my God, I never even knew about that.
I didn't either until you just said something. Interesting.
Yeah.
There's also some disturbing things about, they call it Area 52. There's a huge cloud of mystery, of course, hanging over Dugway, coupled with numerous reports of UFO sightings, reports of testing biological warfare on soldiers, and, of course, the infamous Dugway sheep kill incident. Thousands of sheep in 1968 died there. They tested for a chemical weapon called VX. Guess what? It got out of hand. No shit. The test was done in the air with planes spitting out drops of the nerve agent into the wind. And the risk seemed obvious in retrospect, you think? It got swept away amid strong gusts and blew into the nearby farmland Skull Valley. Tragically ironic, right? After a few days, between 4,000 to 6,000 sheep were dead, and the military refused to accept blame. But they did compensate the angry farmers. Oh, what a surprise. There's a picture, if you look under disturbing things about Dugway. This was in 2016. Unseen records of Dugway experiments were released in 2016, including tests to make mosquitoes into weapons. Oh, well, we know how that worked out.
I'm sending you that article.
Okay. Yeah. Crazy stuff going on there. Supposedly humans were experimented on? Or are being experimented on?
That's crazy.
Very questionable activities going on. This is by Fox 13 News. So some guy went missing. They never found him near Dugway in 2011. Just lots of things going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like now this Roswell thing, this came out in 1997 by this alternative explanation, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
50 years.
Uh-huh.
Okay? It says it could have been a scene from TV's X-Files. It was an Air Force colonel strode to the land at the Pentagon yesterday and told reporters that the reported aliens crashing near Roswell, New Mexico 50 years ago were likely crash test dummies used for parachute tests.
Okay.
Bodies were observed in the New Mexico desert were probably test dummies, says the colonel.
Yeah, okay. Do I believe you? No. And of course, there is a sign there at Dugway, warning restricted area. Use of deadly force authorized. It's the actual sign. So
that's
they
crazy.
will shoot you. Yeah.
I'm gonna put this link up on our site, guys, for this whole Roswell thing.
Yeah.
There's a 234-page report. This guy is claiming that it was actually one of ours.
Right.
That it was actually one of our things, and they were test dummies that people found.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
So now we got this colonel claiming that they were test dummies, but then people back then were saying there wasn't an alien thing at all. There wasn't anything. No test. There was no bodies. It was a balloon. So which is it, people?
Yeah. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah.
This report came out in 1997.
Yep.
Which I never even knew about until the other day, and you found out just now. So.
Yeah. Crazy. What's odd is if you go onto the website, the Air Force area, which of course was considerably expanded, is missing from the website. Not missing, they took it out, obviously. And of course, money's, mysterious. Money is disappearing mysteriously from the defense budget for years. No, it's not. We all know where it's going. That's like on Independence Day. What did he say? Yeah, like a $20,000 hammer or $34,000 toilet seat. Where do you think this money is going? Hello. It's going to these sites. They have to keep it up. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. So that's the new, they call it Area 52. So there you go. Interesting stuff, let me tell you. Mannequins. Yeah, okay. Do I believe that? No. Anybody out there believe that? Just wondering.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Oh, God. Oh, Air Force says space aliens were test dummies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know test dummies were little and gray looking and I love it.
Yeah, so you think about this. In 1947, people said, they're like, oh no, this didn't happen. It was a figment of your imagination. It was a weather balloon. Everybody felt wrong. That's just how it is. So then, now 50 years after that, in 1997, this colonel came out and said, okay, well, we've had these test dummies with the parachute down. That's probably what they saw.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably just a debris filled from the parachutes. That's what he's claiming. So that's a story that people just kind of shoved under the rug. But this is what Colonel was saying just happened. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that crazy?
That is insane. That's
but you've got
insane.
these people, these witnesses are like, hell no, those were actual, these were beings. One of them was still alive.
Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, have you seen a picture of what the test dummies look like way back then? Let's see if there's a I'm going to look, see if there's a picture on there. What a test dummy looks like, because it has no similarities whatsoever.
Well, let's see what a test dummy looked like in 1947.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Let's go to there.
Since it's on a Jippo. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm sure they had them back then.
Oh, there's kind of a...
I doubt that's what
Yeah, they did use them for... Yeah, if you hit... it's called the Unnatural Museum. There's a picture there. They don't look like aliens to me, but they look like test dummies. They look like test dummies.
Yeah, there's...
Test dummies. Not even close to what they said it looked like.
They said it was the 40s when they were actually brought about.
Yeah.
I do not believe.
No, absolutely not. No.
Because they said that these things were short. Why would they make
here.
a test dummy that was only 4 foot tall?
Yeah, no. It's crazy. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. It looks like a human.
Yeah, very
Not
much.
a human, but a mannequin of a human.
Yeah. That is insane. They have a bunch of pictures. They don't look anything like they're hanging by their heads there. They don't look, they wouldn't even be remotely construed to be an alien.
Not what those people were saying. No way.
No, absolutely not.
So, yeah.
I love it. That's
and this
insane.
is like a 232-page report this guy put out. So it's like, that's what he's claiming, but this is 50 years after the fact our military already said
Yes.
that all these people were imagining things and this did not happen.
Of course. Of course. Of course they did. That's so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what do you all think about it out there? The government is so adamant about this. It's so funny. It just goes on and on about this. And it keeps getting better and better. This don't test dummies now. Okay.
This story around Roswell alone is hilarious.
Yes.
Then you add everything. You add the national parks. You add the stuff by the water. You add the recent information that came out from that UFO society, headed by Tom Lawrence. It's like...
Yeah. I know, right?
It's insane. And it's like, there's still people out there that are going, oh my God, get your tinfoil hat on, it's a bunch of crap. Really? So you're saying tens of thousands of people who've seen these things, have experienced things, have witnessed things. They're just all imagining things.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Yep, of course. Of course, in the 70s, we were doing drugs, but I don't think they were that much. They didn't give us that much.
Oh, like that thing I seen that time in Northern California.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. That was either some freaking government freaking thing that they were screwing around with, or that thing was alien. There's no other way. There's no other way. So.
Yeah.
And that was before drones and before anything like that. So nobody said, oh, it must have been a drone. No. Didn't exist.
No, of course not.
So.
it just boggles the mind what crap they try to put, before us as explanations or whatever. It's like, really? It took you this long to figure something like that out? I think it could have been a little...
What's sad about that is some people believe those explanations.
They want to.
It's like, let's not get, let's not logic get in the way of truth.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh my God.
Because it's like people, they listen to these idiotic explanations, and it's like they're not even thinking logically.
No. They just, as long as they have an explanation, some people are just satisfied.
Like Spock says, all you need is logic.
I know, right? Honestly. I'm just like, okay. But they really believe that, we're that dumb. I guess.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And I'm not saying everything out there is a conspiracy. And not everything you think. Sure, there might be a weather balloon. It might be a drone. It might be just a light from an airplane. But not everything is. There's no way.
No freaking way. No. Nope, absolutely not.
There's the military people, first responders.
Yeah. Yes.
Doctors, lawyers, teachers, people of every aspect and spectrum of life has seen something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody that sees something, they aren't all beer drinking guys.
Oh, heck
out
no.
the back of a truck somewhere picking their toes, which is what everybody, what was the people that clean the
Yeah.
oil hats, which that's what you do. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But this is what they try to portray.
Right. Exactly.
Every single person that has seen something, that's what they are. And that is not the case.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Not every person that's seen a UFO has been drunk. Not every single person that's seen an alien, you know.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and like
Of course, it's
and none,
yeah.
hillbillies and very education. You know. You know, but that's what they're trying to portray. Which 9 times out of 10, most people who have seen these things have been educated people, have been sober people. And I'm not saying that, you know, a degree makes you smarter or whatever. I'm just saying that this they always portray people who see UFOs as somebody who's, you know, has no intelligence whatsoever, and that is not the case.
No. Of course, nothing's 100%. It's not 100%. You know, that they're right. There's not 100% that they're wrong. You know,
Sure.
But the numbers are up there.
People out there that are making crap up, you know. I'm sure there's people out there that make up stories for attention. Of course they do. It's in every aspect, anything you do. But at the same time, there's a lot of people out there that aren't. Because there's
Exactly.
people out there, they have so much to lose.
Yes.
To come out with
yes.
stories,
Absolutely.
You know?
They could lose
They're the ones
everything.
that are taking risks. You know, these are like the cops, the people in the military that are actually getting crap from their commanding officers.
Yes.
They came forward. People
Yes.
that had everything to lose to come out the story, but they did. They wanted people to know.
Yes. Yeah, they have. They could lose everything, and I do mean everything.
Exactly. So you've got these people. So it's like, why would they?
Exactly.
Why would they come out with this for no reason? Because they want people to know. So, but you all decide. Do some research. Look out there.
Yes.
You know, look at some of these conspiracies and these cover-ups and tell me that compared to the eyewitnesses and the stuff that they experienced and all of a sudden cover-up stories afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Afterward.
Honestly, I would love to know what you think.
Yeah, we want to
And
know.
look up the national park thing. Oh, my God, please look up the national park.
Yes, it is totally. That is insane. It is insane. So.
Yes. 100%. I want you all to look at that, especially if nothing else. Look at that.
Yep. Yes. Yes, please do. But yeah, it is when you see the numbers alone, it boggles your mind. It really does. Excuse me, but it does. The numbers are staggering as to how many are still missing. So, you know, it's called the missing 411. I'll put it on here and I'll find the link and post it in.
Which is a lot higher than that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, yeah, totally. From what they could gather from info that they could get a hold of. But there is, so if you're thinking about going to a national park, just think about this. There is no database to be able to find you. There's no federal database. They don't keep records at the parks. You're kind of, if you go missing, you're missing. And I don't know if anybody's going to find you. So, you know, not a good thing. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But yeah, cover-ups are unbelievable. Unbelievable. The things they try. The things they try to put past us. That's downright hilarious. The test dummies. I love it.
Yeah. They're probably test dummies because we had them parachuting back then.
Yeah.
And on the debris field, that's what was going on.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Not.
Even though one of them was alive, breathing, and moving.
Yeah.
Sure.
What was that one they called Annie? It was a CPR doll or something, resuscitating Annie or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the one. That's it. I don't know. That's insane. Yeah, I believe you. No, not a bit. So, what else you got?
Right now, that's about it. Like I said, I wanted to touch base because we kind of glossed over a little bit with conspiracies and stuff like that, and just stuff that people are talking about, and just it's insane.
It
Some
is.
of the stuff that people come up with, especially our government, as the explanations of these things that have happened.
Yeah.
Is absolutely nuts.
Heck yeah, totally. Yeah.
and then there's the conspiracy people that are picking on the conspiracy people. Those ones crack me up a little.
Yeah. Some of them, yeah.
Oh, if you believe that, you're crazy. Well, if you believe that, you're crazy.
Yeah. Do you think there's a real Men in Black?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too. I do. I really do.
I don't know that it's like, some people claim they're aliens and things like that. I do believe that there are government people in suits that go around and in a roundabout way threaten people. I don't think they outwardly do it, but I think it's more of a, you've got a lovely family. It'd be a shame if something happened to them. That kind of thing. It's probably safer for your family if you just kept your mouth shut about all this.
Yeah.
Like that one lady who was attacked by that like weird creature in the lake, and she survived.
Yeah.
And they basically told her, they said, okay, tell me what happened. So she tells them the whole story. He's like, okay, good. You got it out. You told your story. Now don't ever tell it again.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It was a
Exactly.
type character.
What kind of is happening though is they're called Mirage Men. Okay. It's called Mirage Men, and on Earth, it's a new documentary. But it says what these people did was infiltrate UFO circles, okay, groups and so on and so forth. And what they would do, I'm with the government. You cooperate with us, and I'm going to tell you what the government really knows about UFOs deep down in those vaults. And of course, they supposedly fed these ufologists lies and half-truths. And in return, they knew the chatter going on, thus alerting the military when anyone was getting close to the technology. Yeah.
So they would purposely plant people to throw people off the trail.
Yes, absolutely.
And in turn, actually be a spy.
Yes. Basically,
because they would get people to talk.
Right.
And then they would run back to the military and go, okay, this is what they know. This is what's going on with them.
Right. But it was all lies.
Oh, those dirty bastards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. It's called Mirage Men.
They're kind of like a Palladian.
Yeah. This guy this is well known to conspiracy aficionados, Paul Benowitz. He was a successful electronics entrepreneur in New Mexico. In 1979, he starts seeing strange lights in the sky, picking up weird transmissions on his equipment. The fact that he lived just across the road from Kirtland Air Force Base should have set alarm bells ringing. But Benowitz was convinced these phenomena were ET origin. And of course, being a good patriot, he contacted the Air Force, who realized that far from eavesdropping, Benowitz was inadvertently eavesdropping on them. Instead of making him stop, this guy and other officers told Benowitz they were interested in his findings. And of course, Benowitz dug deeper. Within a few years, he was interpreting alien languages, spotting crashed alien aircraft in the hills, and sounding the alert for a full-scale invasion. But all the time, they were surveilling him. surveilling them. Get it?
Yeah.
They gave Benowitz computer software that interpreted the signals. They dumped fake props. In 1988, unfortunately, this drove him over the edge, and they had to check him into a psychiatric facility. It's what?
Oh my God.
Yes. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go. I mean, apparently they did so well that that's where he ended up, unfortunately.
Yeah,
that's sad. That really is sad.
So let me ask you something. Let's say, like, tomorrow, you see something out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
You see some kind of crazy UFO. I'm talking, like, blatantly, like you've seen the object, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You caught video of it. Would you post it online, or would you come out with it, or would you just kind of keep it to yourself?
I would talk to you.
Well, I know you'd talk to me, but would you tell everybody about it?
I don't know. I think I would look into it first, but I would talk it over with you, of course, and then then probably.
Like some guy showed up to your house and said, "Be sure a shame if something happened to your granddaughter."
It'd be a shame if I messed up your face.
Huh?
I said, I tell him to be ashamed to mess up your face too.
Right?
Yeah, no.
But that's just,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can understand why people...
Yeah, absolutely.
Just telling the story that, what happened to me in the 80s, people look at me like I'm nuts. They're like, oh, okay, I'm sure that happened. Like, it really happened. This is not some bullshit story. That really freaking happened.
Yes.
It scares my friend so bad, he will not talk about it.
I don't blame him.
He won't talk about it at all.
I don't blame him.
If you ask him if it happened, he'll say yeah, but he won't talk about it. It scares him.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And here he is. He's older than me. He's 52 years old.
Yeah.
And he won't talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it scared him so bad as a kid.
Well, that's how he copes with it, so...
And for me, yeah, it scared me, but it's like, I'm always like, what the hell was that thing?
Yeah.
Something that could go into the water without even making a splash, that can come out and just fly away and comes on land. And the way the light scanned it was so weird. It was like a bug, like how bugs feel ahead of them?
Yeah.
And that's what the thing was, but there was a whole bunch of them just feeling around. It was the weirdest freaking thing,
Yeah, that is.
I've never seen anything like that since. I've never seen anything like that before.
That is. That's crazy.
So, it's one of those things. Like I said, I tell certain people, like, okay, yeah, sure, that happened. And it's like, and you get that ridicule.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get that, you get people who want you to hyper-explain.
Right.
Well, tell me again. They'll keep asking you questions, waiting for you to slip up or something.
Yeah, exactly. I would definitely, what would you do? Would you?
Right now, honestly, I don't know. Knowing me,
yeah.
I'm such a jerk, I would probably go Facebook Live.
Exactly. Oh, dear.
Knowing me, I've gotten to the point, like in life, I just don't give a crap. I really have. So it's like, I would love to know this. Let me ask you this. What if somebody said, Denise Harris, we will tell you everything.
Uh-huh.
We will tell you the truth about aliens. We will tell you the truth about UFOs.
Right.
Or experimenting. If you just keep your mouth shut. Would you do it?
No, because I wouldn't believe a word they said.
Right.
Show me proof. I mean, give me some proof. And then maybe we'll talk. But other than that, no. Why should I believe you? You've lied.
Right.
You're going to tell me they're mannequins? Yeah, no. So, what would you do?
I would probably laugh.
There you go. You're like, yeah,
Tell me
right.
the truth, okay.
Yeah, same like me. Yeah, right, okay.
I'd be like you. Alright, let me see pictures. I don't want to see doctor. I want to see I want proof. Bring me aliens. Let me see.
Show me proof. Then maybe we'll talk. Until then,
I want to go to an airfield right now, and I want to see one fly.
Yeah, I want absolute proof. No funny business, no bullshit. So, yeah. And you know what? They just go away. They never see him again, so more than likely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll tell you everything. Sure you will. Yeah, I believe you.
There was a guy, you know who Joe Rogan is, right? Mm-hmm. He did a show about aliens. That's what he said on the show. He's like, you guys tell me everything. I swear I won't tell anybody.
Uh-huh.
They're not going to tell you crap, and if they do, it's a lie.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, crazy people.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, we will probably never, in our lifetime anyway, have a definitive answer for anything.
We probably...
I think it will eventually come out.
I don't know.
Technology gets further and further, and people are more accepting of things.
Yes and no.
I think it might eventually.
Yes and no. No, the government... Chris is on there. The government doesn't lie. Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay.
We believe you. I think it'll be longer because this generation coming up, I don't think they really care. They're more worried about transgender Santa Claus. So, they picked the right generation to lie to. I'm sorry, but there you go.
I really think, like, though, as technology goes further and people are more accepting of these types of things, and people become desensitized to a lot of stuff, I truly think that eventually it's going to get to the point that more stuff is going to come out. I don't think the full truth will ever come out.
No.
I don't think they will ever tell you, like, the history of it, but I think it's going to be like, oh, hey, well, these guys just showed up. And,
yeah. I don't think we'll ever get the full truth. No.
I don't think so. And I don't think it'll be in our lifetime. I really don't.
No.
It's going to be more probably maybe 2 generations where it's going to be where something might come out.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe.
Okay.
Here's a question, though. You got all these hackers, okay, out there. And they're busy with, they've gotten into the Pentagon and stuff. Hey, find out about this stuff. Let us know. You get into everything else. Why has somebody not done this? Or have they? And that's a cover-up.
That's true. I never thought about that.
I wonder.
My biggest thing is, okay, now, you have video proof all over the world. You have people, witnesses, testimony. Now, do all these people, you think, actually get visits from somebody, or do you think it's like a... I'm trying to think of the right word. Do you think they're actually being monitored?
I think so.
Like those people claim they've been kidnapped or whatever. That they got alien napped and, probed and all that kind of stuff, or whatever, And it's like, do you think that they're actually being monitored by somebody besides the aliens? Like, do you think somebody in our government would be following them, or you know what I'm saying?
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
I have my picture on the TV right now as Rudolph. Christmas is Michelle the red-nosed fish did. All right.
Yours looks better than mine, I think, but okay. You're silly. I love it. As far as following and listening, it maybe yeah, why not?
I think they might be.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Now, here's another conspiracy where it kind of ties into our show. Both shows. Some people claim that ghosts are not ghosts, but they're aliens.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. Honestly.
Wouldn't that be creepy as hell, though?
Yeah, it would be.
An alien, like you'd be standing in your house and you wouldn't know it because it's like...
Yeah, that would be creepy. But no, I don't believe that. No, that is one thing I don't.
That they can just become invisible?
Yeah, no. No. Nope. I believe they have a cloaking device or whatever, yeah. Do I think they can actually
like
be
their bodies
ghostly?
do, or their ships do?
They're ships. They're ships. No, I don't. I think ghosts is a total separate thing. Yeah. What do you think?
You have to go. I don't know.
I don't
think that they are. Because the stories that are out there are just too, like the stories of those people that tried to kill themselves, and somebody tried to kill them, it was like a ghost or an angel. I don't think that was an alien.
No.
Do I think that they go in people's homes? Sure.
Sure.
But I don't think it's undetected or
no.
It can't just meld into your wall or whatever.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, I think ghosts are a total different thing.
Yeah. Chris said the spaceship has landed, but the freak stole it.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Chris Stevens is the host of Freaks in the Basement here on KBLP LLC.
Yes, and he's the biggest freak of them all, so there you go.
Yes, most definitely.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't believe that, because a lot of times people see ghosts or whatever. It's more personal than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think they can do that. No.
And there's also here that it says here, some people believe that angels and demons are actually aliens.
Yeah, no.
That they never existed, that they were always aliens.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. No, I think that's a whole separate entity unto its own there.
That one I'm not sure about, but, who knows? Because they're winged, and I don't know. I don't think that they were.
Nah. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, not everybody's, so I just think it's a total different thing. Total different thing there.
Absolutely.
But what else are they saying?
That the connection or that this goes along the line of revelations in the Bible too, but they're claiming that the internet was created, like the phones, your internet on your TV, your car, everything like that. It was alien technology to kind of unite everybody, and then they can kind of switch over to whoever they want to. What does it say here? Oh, to be able to switch on, to be able to watch and locate whoever they wanted at the time. That's creepy.
Yeah, that is.
That it's not the government, that it's aliens. That it's alien technology, and instead of studying us by kidnapping things like that, now they can watch us and study us almost like a zoo.
Then why? Okay, if that's the case, why do they need their spaceships then, or craft, whatever?
That's still creepy, though.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, mind blown.
Yeah, didn't need to know that one.
Yeah, that one I could have gone with.
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah. That's just downright creepy. So, ew.
What?
I don't see. I think if they would do that, I think it would be select people, certain people. I don't know.
People that do podcasts talking about this.
Yeah. Yes, they're listening in. Hello. Welcome. Okay.
We still like coffee in the morning.
Yep, you know it.
Bring it on.
Yeah, that's
donuts.
yeah, that's that one. That's a little creepy there, but yeah, if you're listening, let us know what you think.
Let us know the truth.
Yeah. Now, if that was true, do you think there'd be some subliminal things going on? You know what I'm saying? Like they do in commercials.
I mean, there's not.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
You don't know.
No,
you think about it, like you talk about a code or something. You're like, hey, I want to grab my code or whatever. Next thing you know, like advertisements for 10 million codes on Facebook.
I know. If anybody's doing that, it'd be the government, though. I think. Not the aliens.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think it'd be the aliens.
Yeah.
I think it'd be more Big Brother that would be doing that because they want to they would want to put subliminal things in there to kind of brainwash you.
Yeah. Very possible.
You know what I mean? That's
one that's a little out there, but that's probably more believable than the other one. That our Congress and Senate are actually aliens.
I don't know because
they're family members of aliens. You know, I would believe that. Pelosi, you never know.
Why? I don't think they'd be so dumb. I mean, come on.
Aliens would be way smarter, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No. I think they'd be coming up with these great ideas, great things, not these dummies in there.
They all come from the same type of bloodline that they may not even know it, but it's their way to still have the connection. But why would they want to? Yeah,
exactly. They would probably. Can you imagine an alien in our government? If there was one there, they'd burn it to the ground, probably.
I don't know if they're zapping people.
Zap. Obey. I can hear one of the dummies go, and what exactly does that mean? What are you saying?
You haven't seen the movie.
No. I'm talking about in government. You know, what are you saying? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, that would be great to do, wouldn't it? Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh. I could just see them in the government doing that. Yeah. Oh, dear.
Half of them would try to run, but they got to reach for their walkers.
It's that time of night, Chris, yes. Oh, God. But
God. Okay.
all right, yeah. But seriously, I mean, if somebody was in the government that was an alien, I don't think, yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, none at all. Oh, God. They'd burn it till they'd raise it, use a ray gun. Zzz, you're done. Zap. Done.
Right?
Yeah, no, that is, I'm serious. I mean,
they wouldn't last 5 minutes before they started it. They really go, hell no, we didn't deal with this.
Exactly. Exactly, so. I keep hearing that in my head. Oh.
I do not think so.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be hilarious if somebody did do that there? I'd be dying. I'd be rolling on the floor. Oh.
I would love to go. They have like their town hall discussion, like when the presidential race.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Where you're like, hey, you have a question? Yes, I do. And also just sit there and go,
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
That would be great. Obey. Oh, gosh. Obey. Oh, dear. Yes. That'd be freaking hilarious. Oh, dear.
I know. We've gotten to that point.
Yes, we have. Can't help it. But anybody out there, any thoughts or info on anything we discussed tonight?
Just so you know, guys, we're talking about Mars Attacks. If you haven't seen it,
yes.
It's one of those horrible movies, but it's great.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can talk about is it's a horrible movie that's great.
Yes. See it. It's a great movie. They live. Obey. Yes. Obey.
And right before they take out everybody in the they're going ack.
Exactly. That's a great movie. I love that movie. Oh dear. I'm putting that movie in there, so there you go. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's a great movie. I'm telling you, if they haven't seen these movies, see them. They're great.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Then you'll know exactly what we're acting about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then the movie They Live, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
That's also another horrible movie that's great.
Yes.
The fight scene
Obey.
is crazy.
Yeah. Yep. So check them out. But no, seriously, if you have anything, thoughts on what the discussion was on tonight, or any info you'd like to add, please let us know.
We want any information. I would love to hear it.
Yes, anything. Let us know. And where can they get a hold of us?
If any man in black decides to come to my door, you best be bringing some Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, at least. Hey, that works.
Don't even bother knocking.
Yes.
I just can't kick ass and chew bubble gum. I'm all out of bubble gum. That was when They Live.
Yep. And I'm all out of bubble gum. Yep.
Anyways, yeah, so no, I'm not serious. I was serious. If you guys have witnessed anything, I want to know. We will talk about it on the air. We won't use your name if you don't want us to. But I want these stories to get out there.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. So, where can they get a hold of us at, Michelle?
They can get a hold of us at KBLP LLC on Facebook or KBLP LLC 4 on YouTube. And we also have our own group on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
called Encounters and Ecto. You can go in there, leave a message on the board, and we will get back to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
PM either one of us, and you will see us. We will definitely get back to you.
Yes.
We love the stories. I love it when people message me their ghost stories. It is great. I love them.
Yes.
I didn't get any this time, which was really bizarre. I usually have like 4 to choose from.
Yeah. I just think it was the holidays. I mean, it's still going on. You know, some people couldn't celebrate Christmas maybe till this weekend because it was in the middle of the week, so...
Oh, yeah. People probably are still Christmas drunk, so
yes.
it's like, you know...
Yeah. You know, there's still parties going on, so, you know, just stay safe out there, okay? Don't drink and drive. Call Uber, Lyft, a taxi, a friend. Stay there, whatever. Just don't drink and drive.
Yes, do not.
Yes. Parties are going on. There'll be parties all next week yet, so... Because of... You know.
And don't even decide to walk because drunk in public is a real thing and they can't arrest you.
Well, yeah, and you don't want to walk in the middle of the street and get hit. So let's not go there either. No. So very good, very good. I don't know. Anything else to add?
No, I think that's about it. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about like a lot of the conspiracies, cover-ups.
Yes.
We kind of gloss over them usually.
Yeah.
In the shows, like real quick. But I mean, there's some serious conspiracies and cover-ups that we know of that are just insane that are going on out there.
Yes, absolutely insane.
And people don't even know about them.
Nope. And the way these guys, they call them Mirage Men, how they infiltrate these UFO groups. So... You know, beware out there.
We might even have one here. Are you one of those people, Chris?
Yeah. Are you a plant? No, he has the freaks. I doubt it. Oh, the freaks are listening in. Aha, I get it. Aha.
They're the Mirage people.
Yes. Sure, Chris.
Yeah, so think about that when you're talking about these things and groups and things like that. There are probably people there pretending to be one of you getting information back to the group. And we do that in our survival groups, too. I tell people that all the time.
Yes.
Do not talk about anything that you don't want people to know.
Exactly. Because of that. You know, so, yeah, it's a real thing. People are doing it, so... You know, I'll tell you everything, you know. No, you won't.
Yep, and for a freaking pack of gum and half a bag of Skittles, they're working for the government.
You got that right. Got that right, that's for sure. So, yeah, beware of that going on. That's crazy stuff. So, well, everybody, I hope you all having a Merry Christmas. Did you, Michelle, have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I had to work Christmas Day, but I mean, other than that, it wasn't too bad at all.
Oh, good. This weather's kind of crazy.
How about you? Was it fun?
Oh, I was wore out with Coda. So, yeah, it was fun, though. It was fun. I cooked and ate for 3 freaking days. Now I need to go on Nutrisystem. So...
Oh, that's me. Always after the holidays, I'm just full of chocolate and tacos.
It wasn't so much a chocolate; it was the darn cookies and bakery. I am a bakery connoisseur. I really am, and I make this what they call a sopapilla cheesecake. Oh my God!
Ooh.
Talk about calories. Oh dear Lord! It's crazy. It doesn't take long to make. It's easy. It takes a while to cook, and then ta-da, you're done. So it's fairly simple. But, you know, cooking all for 3-4 days and, you know, baking and...
well, yeah, and then before you know it, 15 cookies later, you're like, oh, God.
Yeah, my stomach's a little upset. It could be the cookies you ate, Denise. No, couldn't be those. And, of course, the raw cookie dough we have to eat. Absolutely, so...
Yeah, there was a lady at work who brought in a bunch of cookies, man, and I was macking on them.
I know, right? You gotta... And of course, my daughter brings over her kind, so I gotta eat some of those. The snickerdoodles and peanut butter cookies. I have the cutouts and little spritz cookies, and I mean, yeah.
Wasn't she also bought him like this chili cheese dip and some chips. So it's like, she's got like these big trays of Christmas cookies and chili cheese. So I was living like that on Christmas Day. So it's like, by the end of the day, I'm like,
I know, right? I know. And then, oh, God.
Somebody roll me to my car.
You got that right. Roll me to bed, okay? Yeah. I know, it's crazy. Just all the goodies, so. And, of course, I'll be eating those. I'll probably take some to work. Here, eat them. That way I don't have to look at them anymore. So, that's what I'll do. I'll take them to work.
Chris will have to tell us about some of his interesting people he had to cart around at Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do you have any real...
There were some doozies.
You need to tell us some of these stories, Chris. Interesting characters, huh?
Yeah.
There's always some out there, always. So everybody have a great New Year. Stay safe out there. Yippee. It's going to take me 3 months to write 2020 on my checks, but hey, you know.
Yep, I'm gonna record Barbara Walters' voice.
Oh,
2020.
Yeah, exactly. And what about for 2020?
And I was like, that is a great idea. I want to do that.
Yeah, that is.
Barbara Walters' voice.
Yeah.
2020.
No crazy rides this Christmas? Bummer.
Wow, that's nuts. I figured you'd have some real drunk ones.
Yeah. Well, New Year's is coming up. He'll make up for it.
That's true. Especially now that he's got good brakes, he can hit those brakes for flying forward.
Yeah. you should have.
My bad.
Yeah. You should have some interesting ones for New Year's, Chris, I'm sure. Good luck with that. You have so much fun. I'm so jealous. Not. Anyway. Yeah.
See, I don't like people. I could never do a job. Someone told me in the car, I'm going to give you a bad rating. I'd slam on the phone. Then you can give me a really bad rating.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that wraps it up for tonight. Thanks, everybody, for listening everywhere. So have a great New Year. I'm not.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I'm making a resolution not to make any resolutions. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm not either. Because then you just get disappointed, then you got a bad complex for the rest.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just set yourself up for to have issues.
Yeah, I'm not going there. So. So my resolution is not to have any, so join me with that. Okay, guys.
My resolution is to do whatever I want like I did last year.
Exactly. There you go. Perfect. Works for me, too. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Happy New Year. Stay safe. See you soon. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.